couple of months going, and now that you've got the opportunity to get out there and really show some production that first half off the first 9 months of getting back going?
Yeah, it's been really well. You know, all the older guys are real. You know, showing like big brothers to all of us young guys, and made an easy transition. It's been good getting back on the field since I haven't played in a while, and getting back in my rhythm and starting to get better with more and more reps. So it's been great.
What's the not playing football last year, really not playing defensive end for a while, because even your junior year as quarterback, what was like the hardest transition you had to make now that you're doing this full time, basically at another level?
Yeah, no, I don't think that me taking that that time off really negatively affected my play that much. I'd say just getting back in the swing of football every day was a little different. Obviously, college is a lot different from high school, so I'd say like more of the day-to-day stuff is what's been a lot different for all of us young guys coming in.
I think everybody would look at you and know that you're pretty elite pass rusher. That's the part that comes easy. How was the run game part of it? That's clearly needs to develop.
Yeah, these guys are strong as hell. That's definitely the big difference. But Coach Mick got us all right. I think the summer is huge for all of us young guys. Getting stronger because the run game. You got to fit stuff. You can't run around blocks and create open lanes. For the running back, these guys are good in college. So the run game, it's kind of just repetition, practicing the technique. How our defensive, coaches want us to play it. So it kind of was a little shaky at first, but then we all picked it up pretty quick, and now it's just second nature.
Jack, you had a big spring game. Obviously, spring games are judge of that.
Right.
Transition to the actual season. Most people probably thought you were like the nail, but really impacted JT's industry, didn't it? But how was that transition? Was it tougher when you got to actual football and the season actually started?
It's. Can you ask that again?
Yeah, just the transition of spring ball.
Yeah. So spring ball is a lot different than in season and fall camp. Obviously we're locked down during fall camp. It's kind of football 24/7. So it kind of takes a toll on everyone. And spring is a lot different than fall camp and transitioning into the season. But I think we all did a really good job of it, and I think we all are coming together week by week, and I think our D line is going to take off. It's going to be pretty scary in the next couple of weeks.
He describes you as a finesse player. I'm curious what you think of the description.
Being a finesse player in the pass game isn't bad. I think pass rushing is supposed to be a little more finesse. You know what I mean? You're supposed to use your athleticism and all your pass rush moves you need. I think anyone can kind of bull rush a guy. It's much needed too, a lot of the time. So, finesse in the pass game and then be as physical as you can in the run game.
Do all of you guys, you young guys on the D line, feed off each other?
Oh yeah, for sure. Tyleik Williams, coming on the scene strong. We got a real tight knit group. Of young guys, we're all like that. So. When Tyleik making plays, we're all like, man, we're gonna get the next sack. Betting on it, mess with each other. So, it's a lot of fun just being around a group of guys as tight as and close as we are.
And to see how much potential, not only this year but in the years to come too. I mean, what does that do for your confidence in the growth of this?
It's our confidence is rising by the practice. I think we're all taking steps. Even today, I think today was one of our better practices we've had all season. I think Coach Johnson's been honest about using our hands and really honing in our technique. So I think a lot of us, especially as young guys, are kind of just running into blocks. And we're so amped up to get to the quarterback. You know what I mean? That in high school we could run around them, but in college these guys are pretty good. So we got to use our hands more and just keep repetition, and then eventually we're going to be there. So. All of our confidence are growing by the day.
You mentioned Tyleik. There's a lot of other guys in your class who are already making plays here too. I mean, just how exciting is that to see the impact that your class is already making here?
Oh, it's really exciting. I think between the young guys on the defense and the offensive side of the ball, it's it's scary. For the next couple of years, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And we're all. What I like about this class, we're all grinders. We all like to get in the woody. We all like to work out. We all like to practice football, and we're all really focused on football too. So. It's good to be around a group of guys like that.
You mentioned getting stronger. What's your weight at now, and kind of how much stronger do you feel when you got here?
Yeah, I feel a lot more stronger. In the spring, I was kind of light. Right now, I'm weighing about 260, 258-ish, every day. So, that extra weight and that extra strength that Coach Mick, helped me get to is it's huge in the run game and huge and really overall.
Was there ever like a welcome to Ohio State moment for you this year in your first year?
Not really. Like I said, just probably like the first time I locked an offensive tackle out. Like, these guys are strong. You know what I mean? But other than that, there wasn't really like a moment where it was like welcome to college football. But
What was the weight after you?
when I came in, I was probably like 230. Yeah, I know.
You put on that much weight?
Coach Mick, you know, I think our strength staff is the best in the country by far. And, you know, our nutritionist, Kayla, does a great job of making sure we have a plan, you know, to put on the weight in the right way as well. So, yeah, I know. They told me about Nick a lot. Yeah, they say he used to weigh in with like 3 pairs of sweatpants to try to make weight and all that stuff. But, yeah, I mean, if you put in the work and you follow what they put out for you guys, for us, you know, it's really on you to execute it and get the weight.
That crazy diet. What kind of calorie diet are you on?
You know, right now I don't really have a specific calorie I'm trying to hit. It's more just maintaining my weight. So I'm at a good weight right now, I feel like. But I think definitely this offseason I'll probably put another 10 to 15 on.
Jeff, how many people in your recruiting class are playing right now? How well?
You know, not really. If you look at our class and how they came in and how they played in the spring, and then kind of like I hit on earlier, that, you know, the type of guys we got in our class, like Trayvon Henderson, he probably takes football the most serious as a guy I've ever been around for our age. You know, so he was no surprise. You know, we kind of saw flashes in spring where, like, every time he got the ball, we're like, he's going to be an 80-yard touchdown run like last time. So kind of like stuff like that. And Denzel Burke, you know, was locking guys up in the spring too, and locking guys up all fall camp. So, you know, if you think about it, you know, it's really no surprise for us.
Does that put pressure on more questions, guys?
You know, I don't really think it puts pressure on us. I think it's kind of like confidence. You know what I mean? It kind of excites us all to see all of our class, you know, starting to play well and, you know, shine really in a lot of moments in big-time games. So it kind of just motivates us all to keep working because, you know, here in a couple years it's going to be, you know, our class's team. So we just got to keep grinding and keep working.
Jack, I know wasn't here on this spring. The fact that he's made impact. What stands out to you about him?
I think JTT takes football real seriously too. You know, I think JT's a great athlete, obviously playing basketball growing up his whole life, and came in with like the weight, you know, real physical guy. So, you know, he came in, you know, he had his body type right, you know, he's been playing, so he came in ready to play. And, you know, JTT's a great player. You know, I'm excited to have him on the other side with me, and it's going to be a lot of fun here in the next couple of years.
Speaking of the other side of him, he is right on the other side of him, right over there.
You heard about guys,
like
everybody
Jacob,
you heard about him being a 5-star, top-rated guy, maybe
Thanks,
class and stuff. Did he live up to that expectation the first several times you saw him, I guess?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, when you think about a 5-star guy, when you think about speed, athleticism, the size, you know, he's got all of that. He checks all the boxes, and, you know, he's a good football IQ guy, too.
Check, you know, if you watch games over the weekend, NFL games and stuff, there were several defensive lines that just kind of took control of games.
Yeah.
You know, like the Browns the other day when they had to keep going out there and stuff. You guys draw inspiration from those kind of.
Oh, definitely, yeah. When we see defensive lines controlling the game, that's definitely what we want to be. And I think we've got the guys in our room to do it. Like I said, we've been having our best practices moving forward, and I think here in a few weeks, you guys are going to be like, wow, here's the Buckeyes D-line, you know, that you guys have seen in years past, and it's coming.
Well, why do you think that? Well, what tells you that?
Just the way we're practicing every day, we're getting better. Our hands are getting better. We're flying off the football. And guys are just progressing at a high rate right now. So, and it's all of us too. It's not just certain guys, it's the whole D-line room. And when you see guys start progressing like that as a whole unit, you know, it kind of gets to that point where it's like, okay, here it is.
Now, the weight you put on, did that mean, is that why you went with a full-size pickup truck? I mean,
yeah. I had a little car before that, so I had to get a little more room, for sure.
Jacob, go ahead. I know. And
Jack, I know there's a lot of
you.
youth on the D-line, but Haskell Garrett said last week that he takes a lot of joy being the teacher of the room. Just how have you seen him enjoy being a teacher? Just what's sort of the lessons you've learned from Haskell, and maybe what's the best piece of advice he's given you guys?
Yeah, Haskell's like a big brother to all of us, you know what I mean? He's a great guy to be around, obviously a great guy to learn from, as he's probably the best defensive tackle in the country, I think. And, you know, he's always taking us under our wing, making sure we know, you know, our plays, which is a big thing for a lot of us, and just making sure we're good on day-to-day, outside of football and inside of football too. So, you know, we all love Haskell. He's like a bigger brother to all of us right now.
When he blocked that point after, you know, y'all always preach next play. Y'all just been, you know, diced 75 yards for a touchdown play the other day. What does that just do for the group when you see y'all's leader rise up like that?
You know, it juices us up, you know, because after, you know, what usually happens when people score a big touchdown, that everyone's heads down, you know, everyone's all mad at each other, pissed off. But, you know, to see that, and then we kind of get our morale back, you know what I mean? Everyone's jumping around, having fun again. It's like no big deal. You know, they busted a play on us. It is what it is. And, you know, he made that play, and I was like, okay, we're back, you know what I mean?
Jack, how long did it take you to say, I belong here? Was it day one, or was it when the stripe came off? Or?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think, you know, I think early on, you know, in workouts, everyone kind of feels they belong, but it kind of takes a little bit of time on the field. You start making plays, you know, you start start feeling it. It's kind of a feeling. And I think for me, it was pretty early, but it definitely took time, because, right away coming in, it's a lot of different off the field and on the field. So, and all the preparation and stuff like that. So, it took a minute to, kind of get in a rhythm and kind of feel and kind of get a routine. Yeah, what they expect and what, once you get used to it too, because at first it's kind of like a shock. Your whole life's centered towards football the whole time. In high school, you got a 2-hour practice and then go home, play Xbox for 6 hours or whatnot. But, I think that's the biggest part about it.
Chuck, we talked to defensive tackles about their competition in sacks against defensive ends.
Yeah.
Are you getting tired of those guys?
I am getting tired of them. Yeah, I hope they keep pressuring the quarterback and keep flaring them out for us. We're going to catch up real quick. We got a lot of pressure, so it's a lot of love and a lot of fun. And we got a great interior D line from the seniors to the junior, senior, freshman. Obviously Tyleek, and Teron Benson, Duran, all those guys, Haskell, all of them. I mean, they're all top of the line dudes and top of the line athletes and players.